Series, Richie has been choosing his greatest ever team, and today it reaches its climax. Still two places to fill. That's three places to fill, I should say. The bowlers, a spinner and a couple of fast bowlers. Let's have a look at the candidates that Richie had available for choice.
Spinner is Shane Warne, greatest leg spinner the world's ever seen in my view, certainly the greatest I've ever seen, and I've seen them back as far as O'Reilly and Grimmett and various others. And then I went for Sydney Barnes, by common account in Australia, the greatest bowler who ever lived, and also in England. People have said the same thing to me a long time ago, but absolutely brilliant. And I did measure what he did against what the other bowlers in the team did with him, and he was quite outstanding. And the other one, Dennis Lillee, DK Lillee, who turned Australia's fortunes around with Geoffrey Thompson and was a superb fast bowler. Matter at its best when it had pace bowling and over-the-wrist spinning. And if I had an off-spinner, well, it may well have been Jim Leaker or Muralitharan or another off-spinner, but I just like leg spin.
I'm not surprised you do. I think most of us do as well. Let's have a look at what you thought out there. You got involved and you were absolutely with Richie on the Shane Warne thing. 85% of you picking him as the greatest of all spinners. And then amongst the fast bowlers, only 7% going for Sydney Barnes. There's no real surprise in that because we're in a different age. Dennis Lillee is well remembered, but Fred Trueman and Glenn McGrath were next on your list of choices. Fred Trueman, of course, being English, got the kind of vote that Ian Botham did in the all-rounder bracket, and Glenn McGrath, very much a modern man. Richie, we can reveal the final 11 now, and it's quite something. I mean, you've had a lot of fun. Perhaps you'd like to list them for us.
Well, it goes through from the top. Jack Hobbs and Sunil Gavaskar, then Don Bradman, Vivian Richards, Sachin Tendulkar, Garfield Sobers, Imran Khan, Adam Gilchrist, Shane Warne, Dennis Lillee and Sydney Barnes. And there are two others in there as well. I'm going to have Bradman as captain, but I have Keith Miller as 12th man because he's the greatest all-rounder I ever played with or against.
And the best pourer of a drink.
And that's the other thing about being a good 12th man. You must know how to pour a drink, and Miller was outstanding there, and of course one of the most charismatic cricketers the world has ever seen. And Frank Worrell as manager, he was the best man manager I ever knew. He took the West Indian side to Australia in 1960-61 for the Tide Test Series. He was an absolute champion guy and a wonderful cricketer as well. And as a man manager, there was never anyone better.
I just want to clear up one thing for the emails, the letters, the texts, all the mates in the pub, everybody that's hit me in the last few days. Why Imran Khan before Ian Botham, England's national hero?
I just felt, having watched the two of them over the years, very little in it between them. See, we had the four all-rounders in that one era, Imran Khan, Kapil Dev and Ian Botham and Richard Hadley. You could have picked any one of those four. Imi just had a bit of a feel about his cricket. There was charisma there as well. And if I'm going to be sitting there watching it, that's what I want to see. There's plenty of charisma with Ian Botham as well, and I have a great regard for him as a cricketer. A
lot of research went into this. Do you enjoy doing it?
Oh, it's absolutely wonderful in the end, because I wasn't going to do it at first, because it just seemed like 40 other teams that people pick. Oh, this is the greatest team ever. But this turned out to be the team that I wanted to represent me, and I was able to get into it some people I'd been thinking about all my cricketing life.
Great. Well, thank you very much for getting involved, and thank all of you too. Our thanks to you, because we've had an awful lot of response, and 50 of you will receive one of these DVDs. We'll be in touch shortly and over the next week or so, I imagine. But Richie Benaud's Greatest 11 comes out on DVD next week, and if you're not one of the lucky free winners, then do please go out and buy one, because it's a very good watch. Right, there's more of us here than might first appear. We are the Gang of Seven, and we're going to be discussing